This Misty Minute is about how to roll or curl a wig. There's a couple different ways. My favorite way is what I'm going to show you now. I actually use hair gel, any brand of extra hold, super hold, mega hold hair gel, perm rods, and that's about it. This wig I just washed and steamed, so it's all straight and beautiful, and now I have to add the curl back into it. Alright, now one thing you need to remember when styling is that it is not a human head, so you can actually pull as hard as you want, and also it doesn't matter how perfectly you section off the hair, because it's not going to be in one specific place. Like when we were in beauty school, if you set and styled a lady's hair in a specific line, she'd have that line the whole time. But knowing that your wig is going to move around a lot if you dance, or it might move around some, I would section off random sections so that there's no line of demarcation. Alright, my trick, I actually keep the hair wet and apply gel to it. And the reason is because it's like putting on baby lotion. If your arm is wet, it goes on much faster and glides around. The same with the hair gel. If your hair is already wet, the gel will move all around and get on all the hair easier. If you apply the gel dry, it will take much more hair gel. Alright. And you roll it like you would any wig or any hair. If you're really concerned about ends, or if you have a lot of extra time in your hands, or if it's for a pageant, you can use papers like you would a perm. But I have never really noticed a crimpling, but you might. Now, the thing here is, and this is only to your style, if you roll it all the way to the base, your curl is going to start at the base. I tend to like a more loose curl at the hairline, so I like to roll mine out a little bit. And I also change it up. Like every other roll, I'll do a long one, then I'll do a short one. Let's do one over here. Apply gel. And again, it's not a human, so it's okay to be sloppy, especially if you're in a rush. Alright. Now that one is about here, so I would probably maybe this one a little bit lower. That way it doesn't look so, uniform. You know, it looks more natural and spread out. So, and I would actually leave, using the hair gel technique, I would actually leave this sitting on my wall or hang it up to dry for like a couple days at least. I'll leave them there sometimes until I wear them curled. Now another trick, you can do the same technique with the perm rods with hairspray, just like Pump It Up Gold, for example. I have found that the curl is not as tight as it is with gel. It's much looser. And speaking of looseness, you can use any perm rod size. This is I think the largest normal size, because for some reason rolling a synthetic wig, it's not as tight as it would be on a human. So it's much more looser with this. And the third way I would suggest to roll it is to actually do the same technique, rolling the hair and steaming it. Now the trick here is when you steam it, you're permanently curling the hair. Meaning you're basically giving it a perm to a wig. You're shaping it with the heat permanently. And it's much kinkier, it's much tighter of a curl. I personally really don't like it, unless you're doing like a specific, like a Lucille Ball style, and you really need it a specific way. Then I might permanently do a wig. But other than that, I just like the hair gel, and that way it washes right out, and you're fine. And I would not recommend this because I don't know the times, but I've even heard of people rolling wigs and putting them in the oven. I don't know if I would do that because, again, you're melting your wig, and if you leave it in there too long, your whole thing is fringed and fried. I would stick with the gel or the steamer. Anyways, that was a Misty Minute. Hope it could help.